What's up, YouTube? This your girl Deidre here with another video for you guys for the third time. This is my third attempt to make this video. I swear on everything, I am like wanting to just not do this video anymore. Just the simple fact of I had to repeat this video. The second one I was almost done, get interrupted because the phone wanted to go off and stuff. I'm on a totally different phone. It can't be helped because my phone is dead. And I had to turn the fan on because it is hot. If you can't tell, I'm hot. I'm very, very hot. And I swear, when you get close to ending a video and then this happens, it's annoying to have to repeat everything all over again. It's just annoying. So, let me just hurry up and get this out of the way before I am interrupted again. Because if I'm interrupted again, this video is just not going to go up. It's just not. Like, I'm just going to be done today. But, this is my book review for White Lines. White Lines by Sunny. This is a sequel of a book by Tracy Brown. I'm going to read the synopsis for like the third time. In her most stunning, riveting, unstoppable novel yet, best-selling and critically acclaimed author Tracy Brown delivers the not-to-be-missed sequel to White Lines. On the surface, it appears that Sunny has got it all. Looks, money, a beautiful home, a healthy daughter, and friends who love her. But Sunny has a secret. Something she hasn't even told her best friend. The truth is, Sunny is unhappy. She still misses her beloved Dorian and worries that no other man will ever captivate her the way he did. She dated some very powerful, successful men since Dorian's death, but will she ever find love again? It isn't long before Sunny is chasing those white lines again, and when the truth finally explodes, will Sunny be able to put her life back together? Obviously, Sunny is the main character in this book, and the white lines that they're talking about is cocaine. She's been tempted to do cocaine for a little while and ends up going to some party over a dude that she used to talk to, and how she gets herself in these situations, I'll never know, but I'm one to talk because I have my stories too, but this one's crazy. This one's crazy. I don't want to like spoil it for anybody who wants to read the book, but you know, it's just crazy. I feel like Sunny went through a midlife crisis. I think she went through a midlife crisis. Cause she had it all. She's like she reminds me of the Real Housewife of like every county for real. She got her rocket start to fame after her and her friend made a book about, you know, their lives. Well, a fictional book about their lives for real. It went all the way up to the best-selling list, which, you know, proud of them for. And now they're recognized by movie people. And the movie people want to do like a movie deal about the life. Jada wants to opt out because, you know, she's not ready for the world to like know about her demons, but Sunny don't care. She's like that brave person. Moving on without, you know, interrupting, like, well, without spoiling it, there's Malcolm. Malcolm is that guy who is the regular guy. He's the attorney guy. He met her and fell in love with her, wanted to wine and dine her, show her the better things in life. You know, I'm that good guy, so to speak. While Sunny, of course, is the fiery, like, always in situations type of mess. He is that guy who had the regular childhood, who was able to be reckless in his teens, went to college, thanks to his parents' help, and became an attorney, got married, had a daughter. Gosh, it's hot. Ended up getting divorced, ended up meeting Sunny, and now here they are. Malcolm's a good dude. He's a good dude. I think he bit off more than he could chew when it came down to Sunny, but you know, that is what it is with that. I'm gonna put them all together just to save time. So there's Marisol, Dale, Ronnie, and Ruben. All these people are Sunny's family. Marisol's her mother, Dale is the father, Ronnie and Ruben are her older brothers. Marisol seems to be like that caring mother who just wants the best for her daughter, and Dale, Ronnie, and Ruben seem like the protective male figures in her life. Her family's not really talked about too much in the book, but her mom, And she's just shown as the very loving, supporting mother. You know, not spoiling that. I think she did try to, like, I think she did see, like, a sudden change with her daughter, but, you know, she just want her daughter to be happy, like all mothers do. Dorian is the beloved, like, ex who died. I don't even know if they was even married, but he was the beloved ex that died, that he got shot. And he's mentioned in the book as, like, being missed, being loved, and just being that guy. He was very successful. I think he was a drug dealer. I mean, he said pharmaceuticals when it went to the flashback, but I think he was a drug dealer who just died in a bad way. Mercedes is the product of Dorian and Sunny. She's the daughter. And I think Sunny did a good job with her. She's presented in the book as a well taken care of and mannered, wise beyond her years little girl. I think she's like maybe 12. Sorry, moving on. I think she's like 12. And she seems to be like that balance that her mother needs. And also what her friend needs, Sheldon, who is the son of Jada, which I will talk about now. I didn't like Sheldon whatsoever. I just felt that his rebellion was, like, unjustified, if I'm being honest. Unjustified. He finds out about his mother being, who used to be a crackhead, and he gets upset because the mom is not telling her son about, you know, his father, which honestly Jada definitely should have done. Yeah, Jada is the person in here. I'll talk about her in a little bit, but I think that was wrong of her not to tell the boy about his father, because, like, you know, that's just something I wouldn't hide from my son. I may have my own reservations about it. I mean, I want to jump into my past, but the boy has the right to know about his father. If I don't want to, if I have nothing good to say about the damn daddy, I'll get in contact with his side of the family and just give him information. If I'm not even cool with his side of the family, I'll give him the information so he can do that himself. That's like one of those things he would have to do for himself. But he blames his mom, and she keeps dying everything. He even tried to kill himself at one point in the book. I was like, are you kidding me? All this because, like, his mom is just trying to find happiness in her life. Finally, after struggling for years off of, like, everything under the sun, it was just sad. It was sad all the way around with Sheldon, and I know he's going to feel completely horrible about the things that he put his mother through. When he gets older, he's going to feel so bad about this. I can just tell. It's like the classic tale of, I hate my mom, how dare you? And then later on, I'm sorry, Mom, I put you through that. I'm a terrible son. Moving on, Ava. Ava's the sister of Jada. She comes in as the attorney for Jada and Sunny when it comes down to their business affairs and stuff. She's actually the one that brought in Malcolm. She had a crush on Malcolm, thinking, you know, that's going to be her boo and stuff, and unfortunately, he fell for Sunny. So she's feeling hurt, but she's also feeling jealous of Sunny at this point. Sunny's life is booming. She got this book. She's working on another book. She's having a movie deal. And then she's also modeling. She's in fashion shows. She's going to parties. Sunny has it all. I can't believe she kills it over cocaine. But anyway, moving on to Ava. It's one part in the book where it was Thanksgiving Day, and Sunny was you know, dating Malcolm. She didn't know about it until Sunny brought Malcolm to the house. That's where she felt bad. And at that moment, I just knew that Ava was going to do something. It was either going to sabotage Sunny, or she was just going to do something reckless. Sure enough, she did something reckless, which I'll talk about later. And it all started that Thanksgiving Day, which I'll talk about again. Jada is, of course, you know, the mother of Sheldon, the friend of Sunny, the sister of Ava. She's the one who got her life together, who is trying to get her life together. She's not doing crack anymore, but now she got a son who's, like, super pissed at her, and any shred of happiness that she even has, he wants to take it away because he feels as though she don't deserve it, because he don't feel happy. It's just unfortunate. Like, she's just going through the motions. She's trying to live this regular life, trying to plan for her wedding, but also trying to help her son. And at the end of the book, she just shows that she's just like, I may have to sacrifice my own happiness for the sake of my son. And I'm like, that's what a lot of parents do. They sacrifice themselves for their son, but then it's like, the son is going to feel completely horrible about this. I would never want my parents to sacrifice their happiness over me, especially like if it's unjustified. Like, I would feel so horrible. He's only like 11 years old, so I'm guessing after he gets over whatever the hell he's feeling, possibly between the ages of like maybe 16, 18, that's when he'll see that everything he's done was just BS. And it was completely unjustified. I honestly, what Jada should do with her son is just like give him all the information that he needs about the father. If she's not cool with his side of the family, I honestly would give addresses, phone numbers, names, all that, and to be like, on your time, you can go and investigate this yourself. I would tell him my reasons when he gets a little older, because clearly he can't handle this type of information because he's so young. If my son wasn't as sensitive, I would have disclosed certain things, but he seems very sensitive, so I would sugarcoat it at least until like maybe he's 15, and then I'll let him know what's good. But I would tell him certain details just to get that curiosity out the way. Moving on, there's Bourne, aka Marquise, who is the fiance of Jada. I feel bad for him. He's very torn. On one side, he's engaged to Jada and got the troubled son and all that. And he already has resentment against that because prior in their past lives together, when they weren't together, Jada was messing around with his enemy, who is the father of Sheldon. So crazy, right? So while that was happening, he ended up messing around with this person named Anissa, who birthed his son, Ethan. And, I'll talk about that a little later, but he's torn between the two because baby mama wants him to jump ship and go over there, and Jada is like, I'm going through the motions, oh my gosh, my son's crazy, yada yada. And he's trying to put his cape on and just rescue everybody, but it's just not working. So, honestly, he needs to do some soul searching and figure out what exactly he wants to do. That's all I'm going to say about that, without spoiling it too much for y'all. Then there's Anissa. I see you, Trick. I see you. She first started off as like trying to sabotage their relationship. This is only talked about in the book. It's not necessarily like a thing in the book. I think that was like in the first book. But in this book, it just talks about how she tried. Obviously, she just failed. So now she's just trying to be that listening ear. And just have him come over, stay the night. Of course, not with her, but like, in the sunroom or the spare room. She's loving the fact that he's over there and he's confiding in her, and the whole problems with Jada and Sheldon. And it's like, Bourne has to stop doing that. Stop confiding in your baby mama that still wants you about your current fiance. You already know her clear feelings about it, but you're confiding in her in it. I mean, I can't judge the man because I have an ex that I do confide in myself. I finally stopped doing that because it wasn't helping me. It was only helping him trying to get back with me. So if I was that fictional character friend, I would tell Bourne, stop confiding in her and just stick to your son. If you need to talk to her about regular stuff, but don't talk to her about how you feel. Talk to your mama. That's the perfect person to talk to. Just talk to your mom. Don't talk to your ex. Moving on from there, Ethan is the son of Bourne and Anissa, and he seems like, in the book, he seems like such an innocent little boy. And then to be around Sheldon, it's just sad. In the book, Jada buys her son a puppy that he always wanted. She finally gets him the dog, to try to just make things right for her son. She's trying so hard here. He gets excited over the puppy. And then on Christmas Day, everything seems fine. Bourne shouldn't have said this out loud, but he just didn't think that this would lead to the puppy's death. But he literally told her, in the conversation, he told Jada that, I'm going to head over to my son's house, spend some time with him. I've got him a platinum flat screen TV for his room so he can play video games. As soon as Sheldon heard this, oh my God. He ended up kicking the puppy. He abused the puppy. And ultimately, he ended up drowning the puppy in Bourne's mother's bathroom's tub. Poor Ethan, that scarred him so badly. And he tells his father that he thinks that something's wrong with Sheldon. And Sheldon feels like, he's basically a punk, he a pussy, all that. But he's just hating on Ethan because Ethan has his father. He can spend time with his father. He knows who his father is. And I just wish that Sheldon would express that he feels jealous. But he's young. He doesn't know how that feels. He doesn't know how to express that. And then moving on to Olivia. Now, here's why I'm jumping back into that Thanksgiving BS. First of all, Olivia is the person that does the fashion line that Sonny is in. She's working on that. Her past seems that she was in the drug gang, cooking and selling and transporting. That was her thing. She already went through legal problems, the troubles, all that. She almost lost everything. She won. She's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go legitimate. She wants her baby daddy to go legitimate, but he's like, I'm about the street life. This is who I am. I'm not changing for nobody. So that frustrates her. Plus, it makes her feel some type of way that, like, she's seeing her friends. They're in these healthy relationships. One of them's getting married. She's been with this person for like 11 years and hasn't even popped the question once. So she's upset about that. And she's also upset over the fact that he's not trying to go legitimate. He's still trying to, be that hustle man, so to speak. So she decides to just blast him for some reason on Thanksgiving Day, which honestly, that wasn't necessary. Like, why would you blast this man in front of your family, in front of his daughter, all of that? It's no surprise that he left. He just left on that Thanksgiving Day. Their daughter is called a diva, which I'll talk about a little later. And he tries his best to just reconcile the situation, just telling her to just sit down, we'll talk about it later. She's like, no, we're going to talk about this right now. And just gets so extra. And honestly, girl, was it worth it? Was it necessary to bring up all this mess on Thanksgiving Day, where it's supposed to be a good day, and blast this man like that? You pushed him away. You literally pushed the man away. Honestly, and then she gonna talk about in the book how she still loves him. No, that's not loving somebody. You don't blast somebody every chance you get. And then with Zion, who's next character, I felt bad for him, but I feel like some of that was kind of justified on her part, because it's like, how the hell you been with someone for 11 years and don't at least think about marriage? And then you can't be a hustle man forever. Like, come on, bruh. At least do something that's legitimate. I can see where Olivia's coming from with it. And he just don't see it. But I am on his side as far as like her blasting him in front of everybody. Like, no, that was the wrong move. I do feel bad for him off of that. And then Ava and Zion end up like sleeping together because Zion's upset over his baby mama. Ava is just feeling lonely and upset about the current events, so they just confided in each other with that, and it just went from there. And that's gonna get ugly. That's just gonna get ugly. I think it's gonna get ugly in the next book. It's just gonna be extremely ugly, because like Ava is actually good friends with Olivia, so I don't know how that's gonna play out, but we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna spoil it any further. Lamid, I hope I said his name right, is the brother of Olivia and is friends to Zion. He's not really talked about too much in the book, but jumping back on the Thanksgiving part of it, he's trying to defend his sister, which, I mean, that's what brothers do. You want to defend your siblings, but it's like, bruh, man, why didn't you check your sister? Like, check him, make sure he doesn't come at your sister some type of way. That's what you're supposed to do. But check your sister at the same time. Because, bruh, man, like, you didn't see the crazy BS that she did? Like, she blasted this man. Like, how would you feel if your significant other blasted you in front of your family? Like, come on, man. Come on. So, hopefully he gets that reconciled. Because, I mean, he's only mentioned in, like, little pieces of the book. He's like that goose egg. He just placed randomly in the book. DJ is mentioned in the book, but not really talked about in the book. It just shows that Bourne was friends with Dorian, who died, and apparently that gives it away that Dorian was a drug dealer, because apparently he was like the kingpin. and DJ was about to like inherit everything of what he had. But Bourne didn't want him going down that road, so once he found out that he wanted to be a rapper, he was like, alright, I'm gonna skyrocket you that way, and that's what he did. Kudos to Bourne for that. Like, seriously, hopefully Sheldon gets over his issues and let Bourne in, because that's what it sounds like what needs to happen. Adiva, again, why did Olivia do that on Thanksgiving Day? She ran off with her daddy, and honestly, I would have done the same thing too. She's not really mentioned too much in the book, but it just goes to show, like, as soon as my daughter had ran off with her father, I would have felt some type of way. I would have been like, dag, like, I even chased my daughter away. It doesn't seem like Olivia cared that her daughter ran off, and it's like, she's going to care when this hits the fan, and because I feel like Zion's just going to break it off, it's not working, whatever, blah, blah, blah. She's going to feel some type of way about that. Adiva is definitely going to come at her mother some type of way, but I think it's going to be in the next book. Not sure yet, let me know. And the last character I'm going to bring up is Miss Ingrid, which is Bourne's mother. She is mentioned more than Sonny's mother in this book, and she definitely seems like the matriarch. Like, she helps her son out, talks to him about everything, and hopefully she talks to him more, because her son needs her. Her son needs her. I know she feels it. That poor woman had to see that floating puppy in her tub. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is like awful. She does. I don't even know if she knows what to tell her son at this point, but I'm pretty sure she has some motherly wisdom. I like her in the book. She seems like that Medea character without all the guns, you know. But either way, that's pretty much all I have to say about the book. Those are the characters that are mentioned the most in the book. Hopefully, I did a good job explaining it. Like I said, it's my third time doing this, so I really hope I did okay. But that's the end of my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, slap that like button. Oh, and while you're at it, you might as well slap that subscribe button. Come on now, so you see more of my silly ass. Till next time, people. Where's the book? Make sure you get this book, okay? It is a good read. And try to get the other one, too, and tell me about it, alright? Later, guys. Bye.